Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your reading for the month of August 2026. We have eclipses. One eclipse happening on the 12th of August and one happening on the 28th. So we're going to take a look at what the tarot wants to tell you. I feel like these eclipses are very positive. There's a lot of good energy around these eclipses, and Venus, Jupiter are all providing harmonious aspects. So I do believe that there is change afoot, but I feel like the change is going to be really positive for us. I'm a Pisces moon. My name is Kate. We're going to do a Celtic cross, and we are also going to pull oracle cards, and the clarifying deck is right there, my side deck. Let's get into it. King of Cups. Beautiful. That's the energy you are coming into this reading with. Ace of Pentacles around you, covering you. Eight of Swords, basis of this reading. Seven of Cups in your past. We have the Queen of Cups as a potential. We have the Page of Swords in our immediate future, our negative feelings. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords in our external factors. We have the Nine of Swords in our hopes and wishes. And we have the Star as our outcome. We have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Interesting energy here. Interesting energy. All right. New journey happening here. We have both the King and the Queen of Cups on the table, as well as the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this could very well be a relationship. I'm seeing a lot of healing happening, and I'm feeling like there is a potential of a new relationship that feels like a dream come true to you. But we need to do some healing. Let's walk through the Celtic cross, and we will pull some clarifiers as well. We've got the King of Cups. This is someone who masters their emotions, understands their emotions. This is you coming into the reading feeling really centered, feeling centered in your emotions, understanding how your emotions work with your thoughts and how your thoughts work with your emotions. You are mastering your emotional world. That's where you are right now. And it puts you just in a position of strength in this whole reading as it comes to your emotions. This is also a water sign person. So very much you, but very much you in a very active way. Very yang energy, but yang as it relates to your emotions. One of my former bosses looked just like this guy, a guy I worked with years and years ago. And one of my coworkers had said something just annoying to me. And my boss, this guy, came to me and he said, you know what? You'll get him back, but revenge is best served cold. And he was exactly right, because then I got an opportunity to get him back, and I did. And my boss was kind of in on it. He let it all happen. And he's like, what did I tell you? I learned so much about emotional mastery from him. He was a great, great boss. Ace of Pentacles is what's covering or crossing you. And this is either a gift of money or the start of a new financial journey. This is the energy around you. So this could be a new relationship that is coming in related to your finances, or a new relationship that you have with your money. I'm sensing just so much relationship and healing energy here, which is why I say that. Basis of the reading is self-imposed restriction. This reading really is about the limitations that you have placed on yourself in the past that have not allowed you to feel free. And it could be financial restrictions. It could be emotional restrictions. It's just some lingering negative beliefs that you've had in the past that have kept you from living a full life. But I feel like we're breaking out of this. Eight of Swords is all about restriction, but it's your own restriction. It's things that you have, caps that you've placed on the bounty of life. But we're taking some of these caps off. That's what I see. Feeling restricted here. This whole reading is about those restrictions. But I'm not seeing anything else about restrictions other than in your hopes and wishes. We've got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about being really oppressed. It's the progression from this. And this is what you want. You want to progress from the restrictions and move on from them. This is in your hopes and wishes, but I don't think you want necessarily to have the sleepless nights and the difficulty. I believe that you want to heal from them, because in your outcome, you are getting the star, which is wishes coming true. So that's your outcome of this whole reading. So I feel like we're going through a healing process of letting go of things. Now, we have an eclipse month, and eclipses are about blocking things, right? It's all about blocking of the light, blocking a flow of energy. And so change happens around eclipses all the time because it blocks energy. It eclipses out something that we've been doing. Now, the one on the 12th is a solar eclipse. It is happening in the Western system in Leo, and is very, very close to Jupiter and very supported by Venus as well. This is a place where we are coming into our own authority. This is a place where you come into emotional mastery. This is your energy for this month, what you're coming in with. You're coming in with emotional mastery, and it's related to your money. I think maybe you have had some worries about money. You've had some worries about finances flowing. And so you are starting to really look at how your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your fears get in the way of you manifesting this money that is around you that wants to come to you. So you have been restricted in that sense. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we had the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is passionate. Let's take some action and let's do some things. I think you're going to make some shifts with your money that are going to break you out of past fears. This whole month is about breaking ourselves out of the way things used to be. Now, I can feel this energy building in my own life in a number of ways, just because I have some things scheduled in the immediate future that are very much breaking me out of an old way of being. So I am sensing this already. Now, in the past, you were spoiled for choice. You had so many different options, but sometimes when you have so many different options, it's hard to make the decision of which one is going to be the right option, which one is going to be the right choice, which thing is going to make me feel fulfilled. So you've been sort of in a state, I think, of paralysis, of maybe you've had some job changes or you've had some things happening, and then you're like, okay, well, what should I do next? And you go and you look on LinkedIn, for example, and you see all of these different options, all of these different choices of different companies that you could possibly go work for, but nothing's really standing out to you. Nothing is feeling great to you, but you then move from here into your present, and you're mastering of, this is kind of what I want. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur, start your own business. You want your own path. The king doesn't answer to someone else. The king is the master of his own path. Maybe he is working for a corporation, but he's a leader. He's the leader there. So you have moved from a place of maybe some confusion and just having too many options, and now you're moving into a place of, I know exactly what I want, and I'm going to get what I want. Now, a potential that you have around you is the Queen of Cups. Obviously, the King and Queen of Cups, when they come up in a reading somewhat close to each other, this could mean a new relationship that is going to help you feel more secure in the future. This is potential energy. You're going to have to take it as it resonates. This could just be that you are now having the opportunity to really nurture yourself, to give yourself the emotional support and the nurturing that you need. It could be a motherly figure around you who is supportive of you. I mean, in your external factors, you do have the Queen of Swords, who is a woman who sees things very, very clearly. Not necessarily a woman, feminine energy, just someone who is seeing things clearly for the first time and getting her knowingness about her mental processes. So you've got both the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups out here. This is external factors. This is not you. You are the king. You are in your leadership role, and you have these supportive female energies around you. And then you're moving into a place that's kind of new because this is apprentice type of energy as it relates to swords, as it relates to how your mind works. This is learning something new, diving into books, maybe getting a contract and you have to go over it, cross all the T's, dot all the I's. This is doing some work, learning something. This person is not necessarily super confident with where they are with mental thinking. So they're doing some research in order to become more confident. But I think that's coming from you finally claiming your King of Cups energy after being in a state of confusion. I think that's been because of some of your limiting beliefs, but something with the Knight of Wands sparked something different, something changed with these limiting beliefs that weren't allowing you to make a choice here. And so now you're coming into your leadership in your own life, leadership in your job, leadership everywhere. And now you're like, okay, now that I understand that I am in control of this experience, let me learn more about what that means. Let me understand that. Let me get my journal out, like the book, and write all of these things down that I am intuiting or emotionally guided to understand about this and getting your bearings. This is a card very much of getting your bearings about something that's new. And I think it's related to your money with that Ace of Pentacles coming in for you this month. Now, your negative feelings about this situation is Three of Wands. Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in, or it's waiting for the start of a new adventure. Anyway, there's new energy here. There's changing energy, and it's an opportunity. With it being in your negative feelings position, I feel like there's some impatience, or like you've changed. So when is the rest of the world going to meet me where I'm now at? And so things are moving just a little bit slowly for you, but I think the world needs to catch up to you to bring your ships in, to bring your adventure to you. Wands energy is passionate. It is inspired. It is go-getter kind of energy. You've got the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So you have that energy available to you to start doing some things. And I just think maybe the external world is still in contemplation mode, especially with the Queen of Swords there. Definitely seeing things very clearly. This can be someone that you know, a feminine type of energy, if someone who is seeing things very clearly, who is supportive of you, or it's you looking out at your external world, and because this is external factors position, and you're looking out at your world and you're like, oh, I see how things are. I really, really see how things are. And I think the Queen of Swords cuts all of the bindings that come in with the Eight of Swords. And I think that's what this is all about for you. As I mentioned previously, in our hopes and wishes, we have the Nine of Swords. Being in sleepless nights is not what you are desiring. You are desiring freedom from this. You are desiring progression from the Eight of Swords. You are looking to move beyond the limits, and you're going to get it. You're going to get a move because our outcome card is so beautiful with the Star. The Star, Aquarian energy, that is all about taking your dream and bringing it down into reality. It is a card of wish fulfillment. So the ultimate thing that is happening with this progression is that you are breaking yourself free from many limitations. Not one, not two, 8, 8 different limitations. And I think it's been limitations of not knowing who you are, not knowing what it is that you want, not knowing what is going to make your heart sing, but there's all of this supportive energy of passion, of emotion, and wish fulfillment here that are all bringing you to this place where you start to get your bearings about being a new person. I think this is absolutely beautiful. Now, the fact that this is in your negative feelings, I think you are feeling like my ships are coming in, but where are they? I think that's the negative feeling of just a little bit of impatience. But let's see what some clarifiers have to say about this beautiful reading for you, Pisces. I mean, you're getting your wishes fulfilled, which then points me to the wish, hopes and wishes, which is Nine of Swords, which is hoping to heal from the things that have been bothering you. And I think you're getting your shift because This is telling me you're getting your hopes and your wishes, which is a shifting in the energy that has really just felt like you have been blocked, like you have been limited, like there have just been these restrictions on you, but the restrictions have all been just in how you have been seeing things. But I think you're seeing things so much clearer. You just got to get your bearings with what does that look like? I mean, a lot of people are telling me like, okay, here's your astrology chart. And this means that you are now moving out of difficult times. But when you are in difficult times, when you are in restriction for a long period of time, it's kind of like that elephant that is chained to a post, but then they just put like a very light rope, and the elephant can break free of the rope at any time. But because he's so habituated to being in the bondage, he just stays there because that's what he's habituated to know. It's become a familiar restriction. You don't know what your life looks like outside of that. But what I'm seeing here with your future is you're learning very, very quickly what your life looks like outside of those restrictions. And it's going to bring you to a beautiful place of wish fulfillment. You are actually getting what you want. And I think this restriction has actually served you in understanding how your decisions and your belief system have brought you to a period of limitation. As soon as you understand that, it never happens again. I think you're at the point where like, this is never happening again. Your hopes and wishes are that you never have another sleepless night, that you stay in your King of Cups energy where you feel empowered all the time and decisive. I think this past experience of being indecisive with the Seven of Cups, of being spoiled for choice and not knowing what the right choice was, has added to this limitation. When you're here, there's no way to choose because you don't know what the right thing for yourself is. So you're like just bound up and just kind of stuck. I think you're coming out of a period of feeling stuck. And I think that there's this new financial journey that's happening because of the work that you've done on yourself. All right, let's pull some general clarify. You know what? I'm getting drawn to that Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords in our hopes and wishes? And how do we heal beyond this Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords energy that's on the table for Pisces? And we are getting Nine of Swords again. So, yeah. We're getting Nine of Swords again. So Spirit really means Nine of Swords is the thing that we are healing from. There's so much good energy happening for you here. I think there's maybe a fear of letting it in too. Often fears of, if I let this good thing in, it could go away too. Or I could spoil it because I'm not thinking right. Or just like this heaviness that is around. Yeah, it's to me, the more I think about it, the more I feel like good things are coming to you. You know that you've changed. You know that sort of like the table is set up in support of you. But because there have been these feelings of restriction that you maybe you just don't want to believe that you could actually get out of it. Because it could be that your fears, I mean, this is hopes and wishes, and you've got fears. You've got negative thinking. You've got your brain spinning in the middle of the night. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this good things happen and then I have bad things happen after it? My husband was kind of like this. He'd have all this like really positive stuff happen for him, and then he would go into this, he wouldn't even allow himself to feel good about it. Because if he felt good about it, then it was going to be even more painful when he lost it. So he wouldn't allow himself to really immerse himself in a good feeling. But I see good things. I see really good things happening here for you. Clarity. You are seeing things clearly. We just need to keep our fears at bay and heal ourselves from whatever pain that we've gone through in the past. Energy is there for you. What else does Pisces need to know? Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is leaving something behind. It's the progression from the Seven of Cups. And actually, if you've moved beyond the Seven of Cups, because this is in your past position, you had to leave some things that felt good behind. This is being spoiled for choice, having everything, but Eight of Cups, you move into a position where you've made a choice and you have to leave some good things behind. It's making the choice. It's moving on. And that can be scary sometimes when you have to leave a good situation and you hope you're going to a better situation, but you don't know. There's no cup off here in the distance where this person's walking to. There's no cups over there. All the cups are behind him. But he's moving on towards something that he believes is the right choice. All right. We are getting Two of Cups. So this can be about a relationship. For sure. I felt that actually as I was starting this reading, that I felt like the King and Queen of Cups being on the table was about a relationship. And you may have made a choice in relationship that new relationships can be very scary for some people. I'm always excited about new relationships, but for some people it can be very, very scary. So you might be King of Cups, and then you've got this potential with the Queen of Cups, but your external factors is this Queen of Swords, an air person, and you're making a choice between two different people, and that's causing you a lot of worries. So that could definitely be how this is playing out. There's passion, though. Knight of Wands is passionate action. All right, let's get some more advice for Pisces here. You're definitely leaving something behind, though. Take it as it resonates. I am not the best advisor when it comes to relationship. I stay too long in relationships. I had to learn how to be in relationship. My parents did not give me a lot in terms of understanding. You got the Death card basically from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. You've got Regeneration, which is a rebirth. So I think that is you starting a new. And if it is about a relationship, this is a new solid pentacle-based relationship. This is a partnership. This is getting things really solid, stable, living together type of situation. But there is a rebirth happening around all of this as well. Leaving some things behind, but I think you are leaving restriction behind. You've made a choice already, I think. All right, we are getting To Be Fair. To be fair is kind of like getting the Justice card, and it is a message for us to make sure that everybody gets what they want. So if this is kind of like a third party type of situation or a relationship one relationship that you're leaving behind and the potential of a new one coming in that's more aligned with your cup energy right now, it's making sure that everybody is taken care of, making sure that everything's fair and that everybody gets what they want. And of course, there's always some kind of worry. I'm not seeing heartbreak, though. Heartbreak has not come out. So I'm not necessarily seeing that anybody's going to be necessarily heartbroken. It's just you not wanting to worry about it and you not wanting to be restricted by it. So could be the dissolution of a relationship, death and rebirth of you in relationship. But again, Page of Swords also can be a contract. If you're going into a marriage, it would be good to have some kind of prenuptial and get your bearings around the legality of getting into a financial relationship with someone. All right, let's pull one of these oracle cards. These are Gaia oracle cards, and we will pull one for you, Pisces. And we are getting reflection. This is illusion, gosh, it's so dark. Self-examination and distortion. Interesting. I'm not seeing a lot of energy around that, but illusion. Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords are definitely going to be people who are going to see through any kind of illusion. So if you have that energy around you, definitely get your clarity there. And your emotions too. Your gut will know. Your gut will see through any kind of problems there. Self-examination is the middle word there. My eyes were just not focusing well on that. And it's so dark and tiny. All right, let's pull a message from the universe card. What are we getting? It's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. I'll put that right next to the Nine of Swords. We do not want to worry anymore. You're getting what you want because you have the wish fulfillment card right there. All right, let's pull one of these angel number cards. One for Pisces. And we are getting 1717, self-reliance. It says, time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom, and your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. As I take leadership of my life brings a flow of good fortune and good blessings. Let's put the good blessings right next to the star. So if you see 1717 around, it reflects back to this reading. And I'm going to pull some tea leaf cards, and then we'll get an animal oracle for you as well. We've got angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. That's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. We have the vase card, secret admirer. Let's put that next to the Queen of Cups. And we are getting pig, beware of greed. Well, with the Page of Swords there, the Ace of Pentacles there, we want to make sure we investigate anything around us that might seem like somebody is being greedy. And we are getting the fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. That feels like it goes with the swords energy as well. Just cutting through the BS, getting at the heart of the matter, really understanding what is going on with this big change with you. All right. We're going to pull a medicine card. These are the animal oracles. And there's the book is on the floor. All right. You're getting the otter spirit, which is all about feminine energy and playfulness. So that is really beautiful energy to come out with a couple of queens on the table. This is about playfulness. This is about taking care of other people, nurturing other people. It is feminine energy. Otter is all about Otters are such playful creatures, and it's all about the feminine energy. It's about feminine, playful energy, and allowing the feminine to be expressed, allowing nurturing to happen for yourself and for others. It is about receptivity, and it is about giving your emotions the opportunity to be expressed. I mean, the King of Cups does do that. The King of Cups definitely expresses emotions. Interesting reading. It's going to be an interesting month for us, Pisces. I think that the biggest message that I'm seeing is that we really need to stay on the positive. We need to let go of limitations and let go of our fears and allow that healing card to come in. The star is all about healing. It happens after the tower in the major arcana. So it is a major healing. And you are getting this in your outcome. You're getting healing and you're getting your wishes fulfilled. Extremely positive energy to end up with. So from the King of Cups all the way to the Star, and a lot of fun, a lot of playfulness, and some adventure and passion. I think it's going to be a really good month for you, Pisces. Thanks so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe if you like more readings like this. I do live streams on Sundays, so I will be doing that through August, and you can do mini personal reads through those. I do personal readings. You can find me at starseedkate.com, and I'm giving away free personal readings, one per week, to a subscriber on the newsletter. So go subscribe to that over at starseedkate.com. Just put in your email address, and if you are one of the winners, you will get notified, and you can be a winner into the future. Just because you subscribe this week doesn't mean the door is closed on you. So I will see you in the next reading. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.